Welcome back, you guys. I am so excited to hear your thoughts on this collection because I'm kind of on the fence and I'm excited to hear what you guys think about it. But I did pick up the full collection from Melt Cosmetics, the Welcome to Derry collection. You know, it's really cool and I'm excited to get into it. I did get all of the pieces. I have thoughts, but I'm eager to hear yours as well. So let's go ahead and get started. If this is your first time here, my name is Heather and I love all things makeup, but especially colorful makeup and indie brands. And if you happen to love those things too, I really hope you will subscribe, stick around. I would love to hear from you down below in the comments, especially about this, honestly, because like I said, I am kind of on the fence about it. There's some pieces I love and some pieces I'm unsure about, but you will have to stick around to the end for those details. I did want to give you some information on this collection as a whole, but it all is still available at the time that I am filming this, and it's pretty cool. So there are two different bundle options, actually 3 different bundle options. The first one is the one I actually picked up where you can get everything and you get these 2 really cool freaking bags and you get all of the pieces that go with this. The eyeshadow palette, the lip liner, the lipstick, and the gel pot liner in the shade white, which is cool. And you get 2 really cool stickers, which are also cool. But then you can also pick up the Welcome to Derry EYESET, which comes with this bag. It's really cool. I really love like the big teeth on this. It really does look like a mouth too. I just said that in the outro, but it's because it does. And I love the big chunky zipper as well. And you also have a detachable keychain with this. Now this one retails for $69 US, and it also comes with the eyeshadow palette. Also, I love this packaging on the outside of the palette. I think it's so pretty. But it, like I said, it does come with the eyeshadow palette and the gel liner, which the Melt gel liners are one of my absolute favorites. I love them so much. Then you can also get the PENNYWISE Smile Lip Set that retails for $45 US. You get this really cool bag. And if you look at it this way, you can like see him in the background. Now this one is not detachable, but it comes with the lip liner and the lipstick. Now you can also get all of these things individually. So let's start with the eyeshadow palette, which retails for $42 US. You get 6 shades in the palette. 3 of them are matte and 3 of them are shimmers. One of the mattes is like one of those mattes that has like the sparkles in it, but you can pack it on to keep the sparkles or you can blend it out to make them kind of disappear. And it's a really pretty like fall themed kind of color story. Then you have the Ultra Matte Gel Liner in the shade Clown that retails for $22 US. And like I said, I really love these liners. I think they are phenomenal, like fantastic products. They also are selling the lipstick and liner separate. The lipstick is in the shade Pennywise and is a metallic red lipstick and is retailing for $22 US. And I love the Melt lip liner formula. I'll give you my thoughts on the lipstick at the end because this is my first time trying this formula, but I am very familiar with the lip liners, and this one is in the shade Red Balloon, retailing for $19. I have several shades and I love them so much. They do dry down. You can blend them out, but they dry down completely. They're such a nice formula. highly recommend. But you can also get the bags separately as well. So the white bag retails for $42 US and the red one retails for $19. So if you think about it, like the Welcome to Derry EYESET is $69. So really it's like $20 more. You get the palette and the eyeliner, which is a great deal. But that's all the details I have on this collection. Oh my god, listen, FedEx brought me this package. Let me pop up a picture here. This package had been through complete hell before it got to me, to the point the label was ripped off. They had to reprint it and put it on the side of the box. Then the other side says fragile, handle with care, and I mean it was hanging on by a thread and absolutely ridiculous, to the point the card that came inside, I don't know how it wasn't broken. It's absolutely crazy. But now that is all of the details that I have on this collection. I did only do one look with it for now, and I'm excited to hear your thoughts. I do have thoughts on this already, so let's go ahead and get into it. I was gonna do the lips off camera and just show you what they looked like, but I did want to show you this lip liner. I guess it's in the shade Red Balloon, which is cute, but I would say this is more of a berry, not so much a red. But if you like the color, I will say Melt has a fabulous lip liner formula. I have several shades, like 5 or 6, and I love them. They stay put really nicely, and they blend nicely. They dry down. I love them dearly. But we will try the lipstick together, because I did want to show you what that lip liner looked like without the lipstick. But we have this red metallic in the shade Pennywise, and I don't have a metallic red from them, or a metallic period, and that is pretty. So this is more of a true red, and this is a combo. I feel like it does give the lips a little more definition, so maybe they knew what they were doing when they created this. But I'm excited to see how this lipstick wears. Also, I wanted to tell you what's on the cheeks because I love them. So I got this in today, the new bronzer from Lunar Beauty. It's a chub, you know, it's very short, but she is hella thick. And I got the shade Light Sky. This is their bronzing and sculpting stick, and so far I really like it. But like I said, this is my first time trying it out, so I'm gonna have to keep using it. Then I did the GLAMINATRIX lip and cheek blush in this shade Sweet, which is such a beautiful red. So I wanted a red highlight, so I went in with Just a Taste from Unearthly. But this is a gorgeous highlight from Diverun as well. It's in the shade Moonbow, and it's a bit lighter, but it has like these really beautiful like red, gold, peachy reflex in them that I feel like pair with good with it, like so well. So that is what we're doing in the cheeks today, and I am feeling extra glowy. So I did buy the full collection, as you saw in the intro. I'm gonna try this white liner as a base. So this is their Ultra Matte Gel Liner, but I'm going to try it as an eye base. I love their gel liners, but I've actually never tried them this way. So I'm excited to see if this works this way. But this has like a slight grayish tone to it. It's not like straight up white. So I'm going to see how well this works. Like, that is white. I'll probably go in with my concealer brush to help blend it down, and I'll add more to that eye once I do it off camera. There's really no sense in building it up completely right now. So I want to be straight with you. When I looked at this palette online, I liked the color story, but I didn't realize there were only 3 shimmers and 3 mattes. I would have preferred to have more mattes, I think, because these two are the mattes, and then you have the matte black with the red sparkles. And I don't know, like, it doesn't feel very cohesive to me. So because of that, it's just not a favorite. We're just gonna have to see if I end up changing my mind. But this look is gonna be a little hard probably, because I am going to try to blend this black out with this yellow, right? I'm just gonna do my best, but I'm trying to decide, should I start with the yellow or the black? Maybe we should start with the black, I'm thinking, and just hope for the best when it comes to the yellow. This lip is so pretty. So, going into Missing Poster, let's see, what brush? I'm all over the place. I'm going to start out with the E25 from Sigma. I don't own a lot of palettes from Melt, though, so I'm not too familiar with their formula. I will say this is a very, very pigmented matte black, and as long as you blend the shadow, that red glitter does go away. Okay, so the goal, I think, see, I planned this look like 3 days ago, but I'm trying to remember what I planned. But Amanda was put in the hospital. She's home now, but we apparently had the rhinovirus we caught from our niece, and we've both been sick forever. But Amanda has like pre-existing lung problems, and we had COVID last year, and she didn't, like, her lungs have gotten a lot better in the last 3 years, so we haven't really worried about them as much as we used to, because her, like, oxygen numbers and stuff have been fine the last 3 years. They've actually been better than they've been in like decades, so we weren't really freaking out about it. And when we had COVID, her numbers stayed good, so when we got this cold, she just brushed it off like, I beat COVID, this is nothing, it's a cold. But she waited to go to the doctor or the hospital, and she waited too long, because now she's basically back at square one. Like, when they put her on antibiotics and steroids, but now she's on oxygen again, and she is on it for the foreseeable future until her lungs get better, because when she gets up to walk around, her oxygen drops to the low 70s, which is very, 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 very dangerous. So I haven't filmed in the last few days because I've been trying to get things set up here at home for her so that she was able to come home, which I really don't think they should have let her come home, honestly, but that doctor was like ready to get her out of there. They say COVID where we live is really bad right now, and other than her doing breathing treatments and staying on oxygen, there's not really anything they can do for her up there. I don't know. But I'm glad she's home. But the whole thing sucks, and I know it has to be so discouraging for her. My camera battery died. I don't remember where I was at in that conversation, but I did want to say thank you to everyone who wrote me and sent your positive thoughts and prayers. It really does mean a lot, and it meant a lot to her too. We really do appreciate it. And I just wanted to give you guys an update. I need to update you on Instagram as well, but I've just been so busy trying to help her today. I just haven't had a lot of time to get back to people. But hopefully she continues to get better, and we can keep her away from sick people. So I am going to build this up more, but I want to go in with a E08 from Singe and go ahead and dip into that yellow, the Circus, and start packing this on around the edges. That way I can get some color in here. I am going to do the red metallic on the lid. See, that's the thing that made it hard with this palette, because I wanted to do the theme and I want to do something to where I'm able to do something with the liner. I still don't know if I'm going to be able to, but at the same time, it's kind of hard to get a cohesive look. I feel like, you know, I love the grungy mattes, but I feel like they don't really go. I don't know. Maybe I'm overthinking it. Sometimes, like, if your mindset isn't right, it can hinder you from being able to make a good look too. At least it does me. And maybe that's it. I'm not really seeing the palette for what it is, what it could be, the possibilities. I'm going to take a E01 and we're going to pack this yellow here in the inner corner. See, it's kind of mustardy. And I love that other grungy matte. I just don't know how to pair them together. I mean, I guess they would go with the orange, but I don't feel like they go with the red metallic at all. But I really wanted to do the red, you know what I mean? Because I feel like red goes with it. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and use the E01 to run this yellow down here. And then I'll go over it with the black. I didn't want to start with the yellow because sometimes it's hard to build on a yellow. Let's do the pencil brush, the E11. Yeah, that works, but let me use the E07. Could be more precise. I'm going to take it all the way. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with this red metallic. Honestly, if I wasn't trying to force the red, I do feel like the green or orange would probably go way better with this. And I'm still like going back and forth because I don't think the green or orange is going to go with the red lip. You know what I mean? This green is like very dark, really pretty. The orange is very like bright and beautiful. I'm going to do the green on the sides and then the red in the middle. We'll just see how it looks. I mean, it's makeup. It washes off. I'm not going anywhere today. So, down on the bottom, I'm going to do Float, which is the red. And I'm doing that on this little Cleona brush. That is so pretty. Stop focusing on the tree. I will blend that out a little better. See, maybe I should just do the red. I can't make up my mind. Let's just try the red. We'll see. So, going in with the Shine On from Cleona. I'm just going to put it on the back of my hands. We still might do some red and green. I don't know. But I'm going to put this all over the lid. You can kind of still see those little red reflex in that black. It's really pretty. Because I kind of packed it on there at the end and didn't really blend it out much. But I'm going to let this sit for a minute and then figure out exactly what I want to do. Okay, so going back in with the red Float. We all float down here. And I'm putting this in the center. See, if we had the green on the inner and outer corner, it might be kind of cool. That is a really pretty metallic red. I mean, y'all know I'm like a whore for a special shimmer, but this is really gorgeous too. It looks so pretty with the lip. Let's use an E01 and I'm going to go into that green Fear Feeder. We're going to spray it. so we're not making too big of a mess. And I'm just gonna put it here on the edge. Yeah, that's kind of cool. And then I'll go in and like blend all that out. I'll have to go in with some more red as well to do some blending. Okay, so now I'm going to use the E01 and try to finesse this inner corner situation a little. That is really cute. But the question is, do I want white liner with it? That I don't know. I think it would look better with black, to be honest. I do have a really cool red in the shade Scarlet from Melt that would also be really pretty with it. I don't know. I'm gonna have to figure out what I want to do off camera because I'm not quite sure, but you're gonna have to let me know what you think of this down below, and I'll be right back to show you guys the finished look. I am back with the finished look, and I have to admit, it kind of grew on me. The more I finished it up, the more I started to love it. So I didn't do the white liner, obviously, but I did do Scarlet from Melt, and I love their liners, and I could not recommend them more. They are my favorite like pot gel liners. I've not tried their regular gel liners. I would love to though. So if you have, let me know your thoughts. I know Betty Jean raves about them, so I've been considering getting the black one because I need a good black liner. But I did finish it off with the Bad Gal Bang mascara, and then I did the Melt BB Lash. They do have these in stock. I went and checked, and they're actually on sale for $9, and they have other lashes as well. So I might try to pick some more of those up as soon as I can because I love these. I've gotten over 20 uses out of them, and I think they're fantastic. But let's talk about the collection. So obviously I didn't use the liner today for like actual liner, but this feels the exact same as like my other Melt liners, and they are some of the best liners I've ever worked with. They stay in the waterline. They're just so creamy and like so pigmented. It's like one swipe and you're done. It worked really good as an eyeshadow primer as well. Like I don't see any like creasing or anything going on. So all in all, I love them. And I'll keep using this one in other videos. That way you guys can see my like full thoughts on it all together after I've gotten some more use out of it. And honestly, these lip products, I already knew I loved the pencil formula, but this metallic red lip is really nice. I have not reapplied this at all, and I've watched 2 episodes of Grey's while I finish this other eye, just poking around, and it looks beautiful. The longevity is amazing, and I've been like drinking coffee and everything, and it stayed in place. So I am really happy with this formula and very pleasantly surprised. I think it looks so beautiful as well, and one I'm excited to have in my collection. It's going to be really great for Christmas time. Okay, so as for the palette, I think the packaging on this is really, really cool, and I did not use 2 of the 6 shades in here, and like I said, I am not very familiar with this formula, but I can tell you out of the shades I did use, it did perform really nicely. This black blended out beautifully. I did not have a lot of I didn't have any issues blending it out at all. The yellow was really nicely pigmented. I feel like you could really see it on the skin pretty well, and I liked it. My only issue is I like the color story, but I don't know. It's something about it to me feels wrong, and I think it's because the mattes and shimmers, like, they don't make sense to me. I would have picked something else. What? I don't know. Why is there orange? I haven't watched this movie in so long, so maybe I'm way off, but I'm going off of what it means to like create a look, and for me it just, I don't know, like orange, green, and red to go with these three mattes. The green, I don't know. So like I said, if you like the color story, I do think you will like it because it was a really nice formula. I did have fun creating looks with it, but for me this will never be a standalone palette. I do feel like I need other things to go with it. However, I will say, if I were to use this white liner only, like as the eyeshadow base, and let it go all the way up, and then blended the black out on top of it, and then done the red metallic on the lid, I think that would have been really cool too. And I don't know why I didn't do it like that to begin with. I just, like I said earlier, sometimes when your mind's not completely in it, I feel like I don't know, I'm not as creative, because I do think that would have been a really pretty look. Then I probably could have made the white liner work with the look to where it would have looked a little cooler. Also, I feel like you could do that same thing with the green as well. And of course, I do think the red and the orange go really nicely with these two colors. I don't know, it just doesn't feel cohesive to me. But that's just my opinion. But I also really love the bags. I think they're so freaking cute. They did a really good job on these. This one is my favorite, and I love that this is, you can take it off and use it like as a keychain. I love the big teeth on this. I think it's so cute. It does really look like a mouth too. I saw Linda from Glitter Fallout say that in her video, and I totally agree. But I'm not mad at all that I picked this collection up. I think it's really cool. For me, the standout products are definitely the lip products and the liner, because I know and love those products so much from this brand. And like I said, the palette, it's good quality, but it's just not there all the way when it comes to the color story. But if you pick this up, you're gonna have to let me know your thoughts. And do you feel the same way about the color story of the palette? So, and like I said, I have watched a few reviews, and I know a lot of people really do love it. So there's always the possibility you might really love it as well. Maybe I will the next time I use it. I don't know, but stay tuned for my October ranking, and I'll use it before then. That way I can try to give you my final thoughts on it. But thank you guys so much for watching this all the way till the end. If you like this look, let me know down below. Give this video a thumbs up. It really does help me out. And until next time, bye.